Hello, everybody. My name is Milenko Radic, and I'm a Managing Director at MSG Live, Central Europe. MSG Live is a market leader in IT systems for life and pension in Europe. Our insurance suite, component-based, with Life Factory policy administration system in its core, covers the full value chain of a life insurer, from sales, commissioning, the full policy life cycle, claims, and billing and payments. So it's sort of the engine room of a life insurance company. The life insurance market is currently undergoing transformation I would say we haven't seen in decades. Traditional products are disappearing from the market. It's more shifting to unit-linked, to hybrids. Guarantees are very expensive to earn. And digitization, what we see right now here, is really fast changing the way that insurance companies and also life insurance companies should communicate with their clients. Let's take a look in what it looks like usually today. Although the, let's say, business model of life insurance is being heavily disrupted, our recognition is that most insurance companies are still heavily focusing on paper-based communication with their clients, on face-to-face advice. And let's be honest, nobody of us really wants to use that sort of forms. Whereas MSG Live customers can let their clients, their agents, their brokers do any editing, processing, administration of a life insurance policy on their own. They can do it in a self-service manner. And that is why we have developed MSG Online Insure. It's a full-scale sales service portal along the whole life cycle of a life insurance policy. And that is indeed true for any sort of transaction. Most insurance companies just go for a new business, and the full end life cycle, when it comes to claims especially, is sort of out of scope. So either if you do a simple address change, or you want to change any sort of term, coverages, or whatever there might be during the life cycle, you can do it on your own. What we have done there, we have intensively analyzed all transactions that usually take place, and we have trimmed them down to be as effective and as user-friendly as it should be to be performant. Of course, security is a very important aspect. So if you're used to using an MTAN with your online banking, this is what we're using here too. It's the same standard. The UI is compelling. It is responsive. It is adapted to any sort of device. And especially when it comes to unit-linked, of course, for us it's very important that we can engage in the rebalancing of the portfolio. Using such a platform can create new options for the communication between the client and the company. And there is what we are recognizing right now, that here a life insurance should become more compelling, more performant, and this will become a very critical success factor for life insurance companies. This is why we, as MSG Live, have decided to take the next step. We want to integrate automated asset management and execution into MSG Online Insure, which simply means MSG Online Insure goes RoboAdvice. So our customers will have Online Insure as a basis to provide their clients automated asset management on a digital way and even automated execution. And this is why we have decided to make out of vision a reality and come across Fincite. And Ralf, the co-CEO of Fincite, is happy now to present to you how this is going to work.
So thank you very much, Milenko. We just learned some minutes ago from Markus Pertelwiese, one of our partners at Fincite also, that how two factors are currently changing the insurance industry, the banking industry for now. Basically, the combination of first PSD2, which opens accounts, and second, RoboAdvice, which means investments and asset management on the go. So we draw here a very simple picture of how it might look like at the end. And therefore, you can imagine that you just go on a website, and on this website, you find a link where you can start now. And actually, this doesn't seem to start now, so I will go over directly. Maybe Milenko can intervene here. So on this website, you will find the classical first steps of a robo-advisor. That means first, you start to go and answer questions about your financial profile, about your risk profile. So in order to do that, you need to, I will have to, sorry. So in order to do that, you need to enter the enter the dialogue, and you answer questions like, what is my risk bearing capacity, so how much can I afford? What is my risk appetite, like how much can I invest, and what is my knowledge and experience so far? Having answered that, you get a set of feedback, you get insights into the instruments you want to invest. Like, for example, you get insights into the profile, the asset allocation, in what areas you are invested in what geographics you are invested in, and also in what kind of industries you are invested in. So at the end, you provide a client a way deeper experience on his asset management, on his investments he has today. This is for now a basic starting point. So this is a bit like it is today. So nothing very much new and nothing, it's basically state of the art in investments already. We want to show you now in a second demo a bit like what it could be and how the next years might evolve. So imagine here we heard about PSD2. PSD2 gives you the ability to access accounts. This means that you can enter very easily your banking account to an application. So you see here, for example, I'm a customer of Sparkasse. I select Sparkasse and I enter my username and my password. So with these informations, we as a customer, we as people can give another application the data that actually belongs to us, our banking information. This can happen without any side of thing like a separate contract. This is directly via API. And as Markus some minutes ago said, in Germany we had the standard FinTS, HBCI, which let us allow to do that. We can then derive and analyze the expense categories of the client. So we can say and see what he needs to make a living. What does he has to have as income? We can then ask him when does he need to retire and what does he need to get as additional, or what does he has as additional incomes. In some countries, like in the Netherlands, in the Nordics, those are accessible the same way via API as we just learned it for the cash accounts, via pension dashboards. Here in Germany, we need to go manually, and then we can derive actually the pension gap which the customer has. Having a continuous link between the account of the customer as well as his investments, you can see if he has more expenses that he needs to cover or if he has more money aside to put in order to make sure that he can make a decent living after retirement. So, what do we have to offer?
I think MSG Live's business expertise and solutions, combined with Fincite's solutions and subject matter expertise and RoboAdvice, will really add massively value to the combination of the life insurance with the clients.
From our side, we want to bring that, what we learned in banking, in asset management, together with a strong partner like MSG, to the life insurance, to the pension industry, to the retirement industry, And therefore, please visit us at our booth if you like. Thank you.
Thank you.